Okay, so please turn on your mics. Can anyone tell me the difference between anatomy and physiology?
Anatomy is, sorry, you go, Josh.
Oh, sorry. All right. So anatomy is the different parts of the body. LB,
Yes.
what's physiology?
Physiology is how the different part of the body works.
Yes, very good. Functioning, yes. So, earlier we had a discussion about introduction. Okay, so today we are going to study about directional terms and skeletal system. Okay, so see, we have directional anatomical plates. Okay. So one is transverse. You are able to read? Is it
Yes, it's close enough. Thank you.
transverse? Second is frontal. And third is lateral. Okay, so what is transverse? Like suppose this is a body. Okay, so transverse is if you cut the body horizontally. That is transverse. Okay, and what is frontal? Frontal is if you cut a body in frontal plane like this. Okay, front, it gets from, see, if you cut it like this. Okay, so this frontal and this back, they are separated. So that's called frontal plane. And then there is last one is lateral. In lateral, what happens in lateral? If you cut the body in two halves like this, like symmetrical halves, that is called lateral. Okay, where you get like two equal parts, same here, so that symmetrical plane is called lateral. Yes, any confusion in that?
It makes sense.
Yes, okay, good. Now we have directionals. Okay, and in the direction is anatomical directional terms. Okay, so what do we have in that? Like suppose this is our body. So this is in respect, okay? Like this here, this is superior. This is here. If we have this is lateral. This is medial. Okay, and we have two terms which are proximal and another is distal. So,
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. Is there, can you go over these terms again slowly? What's the one in the middle?
Okay, yes, I will explain. I'm just writing them down.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. So this proximal and distal. Okay, so what is proximal is this. Okay, this or here, this towards the origin of the limbs. Wherever the limbs are originating, that's called proximal. And the way, and if you go further away from the origin, that's called distal. So if a point is in proximity, it's called proximal. If it is at distance, then it's called distal. For either limbs, hands or legs, it's same. Okay, so we have learned two terms, proximal and distal. Proximal is if it is in the vicinity of the origin of that limb, for any limb, hands or legs. If it is in proximity, then it's called proximal. If it is at distance, then it's called distal. Okay. Now, if you see vertically, head. If it is head, then it's called superior. Like if it is towards the head, it's called superior. And if it is towards the leg, then it is called inferior. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And then another set of terms we have is medial. If it is towards the mid. If it is towards the mid, then it's called medial. If it is away from the medium, then it is called lateral. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have three set of terms. One is superior, inferior. If it is towards the head, it is called superior. It is away from the head, it is called inferior. If it is at the joint of the limb, it is called proximal. If it is at the end of the limb or like towards the end of the limb, it is called distal. If it is towards the middle of the body, it is called medial. And if it is away from that middle part, it is called lateral, horizontal. This is vertical, this is horizontal, and this is with the limbs in respect of the limbs, proximal and distal. Yeah?
You said
Yeah.
if it was away from the middle, it's called lateral?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes. Okay. So if you want, you have this in your notes, if you want to copy that.
Yes, page 356.
Yes, anatomical planes. Anatomical planes, there are three types of planes: transverse, frontal, and lateral. So transverse is if you cut from horizontal, okay, anywhere. If you cut it horizontally, it's called transverse. Frontal is if you cut in this half, okay, like this. If you cut like this, it is frontal. Lateral is if you cut in symmetrical halves. Yeah.
Yes.
And anatomical direction is, we have three sets: superior, inferior, medial, lateral, proximal, and distal. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, homeostasis. Tell me what is it? You can turn on your mics and tell me what is homeostasis. And if you want to write in chat box, you can write in chat box. Anyone? Homeostasis.
Not sure.
Okay. But you can say if you want to say something. If you have anything in your mind, you can say it. Okay. I guess it's a new word for all of you. So homeostasis is, have you heard of lizards? What happened? You know you have lizards?
Yes.
Okay, so like in India, we see them a lot during summertime, but in winters, we don't see them. Do you know this concept?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, then maybe polar bear. You must have heard of.
Yes.
Yes, so polar bears, they're active during the summers, but they just go in hibernation during the winters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so similarly, we have lizards in India. They go in hibernation in winters and they come out in summers. That is also hibernation. So they do not eat anything. So do you have any idea why this happens?
One more time.
Okay, so like lizards in India and polar bears in the poles, they go in hibernation. They just go and sleep for 6 months. They do not come out. But in summers, they come out and they do all the activities. They reproduce, they eat, they do whatever they feel like. But in winters, they are completely cut off. So why is that?
To preserve energy.
Difference of energy. Okay, what else?
Maybe because they can't survive in the cold if they don't have.
Sorry?
It's loud in my background. Maybe because they can't survive in the cold.
I'm not able to understand. It's very feeble. So. Okay, it's and we humans, we never do this. Okay, wherever we are working 12 months a week, 12 months a year, and we never hibernate. Why so? Because we have this process of homeostasis. Okay, so what happens when it is very hot? What happens when it's very hot? What happens to our body when it is very, very hot?
We sweat.
body
We
sweat.
Sweat.
We release
Yes, we
toxins.
sweat. Okay, when it is summer, hot. When it is summer, hot, humans sweat. Yeah. And when it is winter, it is cold. What happens then if one is not wearing proper winter clothes?
They shiver and get cold. They get hypothermia.
Yes, they shiver. Okay, so this sweating and this shivering is due to homeostasis. Okay, that's why humans are able to live in any condition because they know how to do this process. Yeah, so what is homeostasis? Can you guess now what is homeostasis is?
Balance
Your
in
body adapting.
Yes, balancing. And girl, what are you saying? I didn't hear that.
I said your body adapts and
Yes, adaptation. Very good. So adaptation, adapts and balance. Okay, so we can say that state of steady internal. Steady. This is the definition. State of steady internal conditions. That a human body will always try to maintain its natural conditions inside the body. whatever is there internally, the temperature, the blood pressure, it will always try to maintain it, and that process is called homeostasis. Yeah. Okay, then there are two more terms. Okay, macroscopic anatomy and microscopic anatomy. I think it's very clear from the words, but still I would like to ask you, what is macroscopic anatomy?
Macroscopic is what you can see with the eye.
Yes, what you can see. And microscopic?
You can only see with a microscope.
Yes, microscope. Examples, macro?
Your
Surface.
arm.
Your arm, okay. And micro?
So
Cells.
Cells. Yes, very good. So macroscopic anatomy is what we can see with our naked eyes, and like arms, legs, nails, hair, eye, nose, everything. And microscopic anatomy is something that we can see only with microscope. We cannot see with naked eyes. So these are like cells and some small tissues. So that. Yeah. So everything is clear here. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is a state of steady internal conditions. A human body will always try to maintain its temperature, its blood pressure, so that it functions efficiently. So like an example of that is in summer it's hot, so human body sweats because that sweating causes the cooling of the body. Okay, it is for to cool down the body. Okay, can anyone tell me how this sweating helps in cooling down the body?
Brings down the internal temperature.
Sorry, say it again.
Brings down your internal temperature.
Yes, but what is the process? What is the scientific process that takes place?
Ooh, I do not know.
Okay, so I'll just tell you, this is little bit science concept. Okay, so what happens is when there is there's a body. I think I'm terrible at making a body. Kindly excuse me for that. Okay, so suppose here we have some droplets of sweat. Okay, what happens? It's very hot, very hot. So this will evaporate. Okay, it will go up, it will evaporate. And when this evaporates, the body feels that cooling effect. Yeah?
Sure.
Yes. So when the water evaporates, it leaves a very cooling effect. That's how our body cools down through sweat. And when we shiver, then there is, you see any machine, if it is working, it gets very hot. Yeah, if it is like you see those heavy machines, even if you see your computer, if it is working for like 2-3 hours, it gets very hot. If your mobile phone is like you keep talking over the phone, it gets very hot. So it is because of that shiver, that vibration that happens. So when we are shivering, they are producing heat energy. So that's how our body keeps up to homeostasis. Yeah, I think this concept is very, very clear to all of you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so homeostasis, and then we have microscopic anatomy and microscopic anatomy. Something that we can see with our naked eyes, something we can see only with microscope. Okay, so we are done with another topic. Now we'll talk about the skeletal system. Yeah. We had the introduction of skeletal system in our previous class. Today we are going to study it in a little detail, and I think tomorrow we'll finish the topic. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So today what we are studying is skeletal system. Can you tell me what is skeletal system? I'm going to ask you, okay? And when you are not able to tell, then I will tell. Okay, so tell me, what is skeletal system? You can turn on your mics, please, so that you don't have to turn it on and off again and again. I'm going to keep it very short.
The bones in the body?
It's the bones.
The bones, yes, the bones. And yes. Okay, the bones and connective tissues. What comes in those connective tissues? Like we have
Cartilage,
yes,
tendons,
and
ligaments,
ligaments, and
muscles,
cartilage. Oh, sorry, not cartilage, tendons. Yeah. So it is composed of bones, cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. Yeah. Okay. So, what are the functions? Of skeletal system? What does it do?
allows movement,
Allows movement.
It stabilizes the body.
Allows movement. Stabilizes the body. Okay. What else the skeletal system
produces blood
does?
cells,
Very good. Produces blood cell. But how?
the bones produces blood cells,
How? How in the bones? Okay. What else next? Okay, tell me if there were no bones, then what would happen?
Would collapse.
we collapse,
We collapse. Okay, if
no
no
shape,
bones,
yeah,
no bones, no
no shape,
no bones, no.
No bones,
Yes,
no
very good.
body.
no,
What did you say? No bones, no.
No bones, no body.
Yes.
No body.
Okay, so now there will be a body, but there will be no shape to that body.
no shape.
It will just, something like amoeba. You must have heard of in science. Amoeba is like this, taking any shape. Okay, so if no bones, yani ki, the skeletal system, it provides shape. Okay.
It also protects the
So,
organs.
yes, I was coming to that only. Protects. And what else? Acha, how does it protect organs? Can you give some examples?
Your ribs protect your lungs, for instance, and your heart.
Your brain
Yes,
too.
very good. Yes. Very good. Okay, what else? Anything else?
Your bone marrow.
Okay. Stores. Sorry, what? Oh, stores minerals. Okay, so what are the functions of a skeletal system? It allows, first of all, it gives shape to the body. Okay, it provides the framework to a body. If there are no bones, it will just collapse and it will behave like amoeba. It will have no shape. It will keep changing with movements, with air, with if it is raining, it will have different shape. So it gives that stability and it gives that shape which doesn't change. Okay. Then it allows movement. So this skeletal, we are able to move, like I'm able to move this hand because there are bones. I'm able to speak because there are bones. It gives a lot of energy and stability because of which I'm able to move. Okay, any kind of movement, like moving from one place to another place that requires movement of my legs, then talking, then writing. It is all because I have bones in my body. Then stabilizes the body. See, I told you if it was raining, so it will just, if there was pressure, it will just be like, it will be like this, the body will become like this. But because of bones, there is stability in the shape of the body. Okay. Then it produces blood cells. Okay, the blood cells are produced in the bone marrow.
Bone marrow.
Yes. Yeah. So in bone marrow, the blood cells are produced. Then it protects organs. How it protects organs? Like that in our body there are rib cages. Okay. It has ribs. Yeah, and then within the rib cage, what do we have? We have lungs here, and we have a heart here. Yes, so these are very essential organs which are protected by the bones of ribs. Okay, so it helps in protection of organs. Then sixth point is stores minerals. Like you must have heard that we should sit under the sun. Okay, so that we get vitamin D. So that vitamin D and calcium are stored in bones. Calcium and bones. Oh, sorry. Vitamin D. Yeah? Any confusion in that? Okay, so I will just repeat what we have studied in skeletal system. Skeletal system is composed of bones, cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. Functions of the skeletal system. Achha, how many bones do we have? An adult has how many bones?
206.
206.
Yes, 206. And a child has how many bones?
300.
300. Yes. This is for an adult. And this is for a child.
306, yeah.
Okay. So then we studied about the functions of skeletal system. It allows movements, it stabilizes the body, blood cells are produced in the bone marrow, it provides shape, it protects organs, and it stores minerals like calcium and vitamin D. Okay? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I want to know what all you have studied in your theory, practical classes. What all asana are you doing?
What specifically do you want to like?
Like which asana are you doing these days? Like which you have learned in this? How many classes you have had in of asana?
We've had full Ashtanga. So we've
Okay.
done pretty much all of the Ashtanga flows.
Hmm.
And we've had some vinyasa flows, doing back bends, headstands, supportive headstands.
Okay. So can you tell me some asanas that you have done?
Extended triangle.
Okay. Trikonasana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaturanga.
Hmm.
Chaturanga.
Chaturanga.
My favorite.
Yes. And
Downward dog.
downward dog.
Series A, Series B.
And
Sun salutation A, sun salutation B.
sun salutation.
Okay, cool. Thank you. A and B.
Warrior.
And
Warrior 1, 2, 3.
warrior. And
Oh God.
okay, that's
Dandasana.
it. Dandasana.
Sarvangasana.
That's it. Okay.
Sarvangasana.
Yes. Okay. Fine. And have you done Kunjal? Kunjal.
Sorry.
Pravasana.
It's not asana. This is cleansing process.
No.
Cleanse.
Okay.
That's for 300.
Fine. Yeah, maybe later you'll do, or maybe they don't teach in online classes. You have to come here in Rishikesh and to learn that. Okay, so tell me, can you do these asanas without bones?
No.
No.
No. Can you do if there were bones, but there were no joints?
No.
No.
No, we cannot bend it.
Yes. So it is very important that we have more number of bones so that we can do different kind of asanas. If there were no joints, we cannot move freely. Because then, see, if suppose there was only this one bone, okay, this one single bone, then my hand would be like this only, always. Like I can move only this much movement. I cannot do anything else. I cannot write if it is just one bone. But I'm able to write, I'm able to do so many activities because along with the bones, I have joints in my body. And that too different kind of joints I have. Like you see, here, I'm able to move this, but not backwards. Okay, if it is backward, then it is stretching, but it's not bending like this. Yeah, this finger, this finger, this finger. And then same is here. I can move here, but I cannot move backwards. It's just stretching, it's not bending, how it is bending here. Then here, this wrist joint. I can move it up and down. I can even rotate it. Yeah, then my elbow. Okay, I can do this, but I cannot go beyond this. Yeah, I can do this inward, but I cannot go outward. But I can rotate. Then shoulder joint. I can do this up. I can do from front, but I cannot go back. But I can do this rotation as well. Yeah, so there are different kind of joints we have in our body. Like you have seen, we can do this, we can do this, but here, this one is different. It can also rotate. This cannot rotate so much. Okay, this is limited, but here, this thumb can rotate. Okay, you see how beautifully this body is designed. If it were only 4 fingers, would you be able to write? Would you able to hold so many things? Like I'm able to hold this pen using this finger, but will I be able to write as efficiently? I can write with this also, like I can write, okay, with my fingers, but not so efficiently. When I have this, it's very sturdy. Okay, I can just hold anything so nicely with because of this thumb. Okay, my life becomes easy because of this thumb. So it is because of the design of our body. It is so beautifully designed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other day we were studying about, we studied some topics like prana. Can you tell me how many prana do we have?
Sorry, how many?
Pranas.
Is that the 5?
Pranas.
Oh, like the.
Yeah, how many pranas do we have?
Oh. Mm,
Prana?
8?
No, 5. We have 5.
uh,
We have pran,
18.
apan, saman, udan, and vyan.
wait, you did this with our class?
5.
I only told you about pranas that we studied.
Yeah. The
Yeah, we
5
got-
Yes.
koshas.
Yes, we
The
only
5
studied
bodies,
that
the
there are
physical.
pranas in Ayurveda.
Okay,
Yes, but we did not study it in detail.
okay.
Yeah. So we have 5 pran. So this is pran, apan. Okay, you know the meaning of this? If I put a bar here,
No, ma'am.
5.
no. Okay, if I put a bar here, that means the sound of A is extended. Like prana, prana, apan, saman, udan. Yeah, vyan. Yes, you understand the difference?
Yes.
Yes. So if I put the bar over A, that means its sound is extended. So prana. Just excuse me. Yes. Yes. So I have to make a body, but I will make it a little intestine. Okay, so pran. First is pran. Pran, I think you can really relate where this pran is situated. When you breathe in, okay, the breathing process is done somewhere here. Okay, this is the area of pran. Yes. So the functioning of this energy is in breathing process, the respiratory process. Okay. Then we have apana. Okay, this apana, it is responsible for all the reproductive activities, for excreting out the waste from the body. It is responsible for that. Pran is responsible for the breathing process. Okay, pran is for breathing. Apan is for all the excretion of waste material. Then we have saman. Are you able to see this green color? Is it visible, the green color?
Not really. Sorry.
Not really? Okay, I will not use it then. So saman. Saman is used for digestive process, digestion. Yeah, everything that happens in your stomach is governed by this saman. Okay, then anything that happens in your head, it is caused because of udana. Yeah, so anything that happens in the head, secretion of hormones, that happens, that is governed by udana. Okay, and then there are certain things that happens all over the body. Can you tell me something that is present all over the body? Is there anything that is present all over the body?
Circulation,
Circulation, very good. Circulation of
blood,
blood, and what else?
air.
Air.
Sorry, air. Yes. Air, that is oxygen. Okay.
Blood flow.
Blood, yes.
I guess circulation.
Yes, and
Water.
water. Okay. And what else? Skin.
Nutrients. Skin.
Skin, hair. It's all over the body. Okay. If you remove hair, then there is no hair, but it is there. The hair is there. Okay. So it is present all over the body. The skin is present all over the body. This water and oxygen, they are a part of blood. So they are not individual. They are a part of blood which are traveling all over the body. And very important, we have nerves all over the body. Okay? If someone pinches you here, you feel it. Wherever, if anyone pinches you anywhere in your body, you'll feel it. You'll feel the pain. Okay, why? Because there are nerves. Okay, if there is a cut anywhere, the blood will come out. Why? Because there is blood all over your body. Okay, so we can remove this. It's a part. The water is mixed in the blood itself. It's not present individually. Yeah. So this we have, and these things are governed by Vyan, which is present all over the body. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have studied 5 types of prana.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Pran, Apan, Saman, Udan, Vyan. So where is Pran situated? Pran is situated in the respiratory system. Like when we breathe in, breathe out. So that movement of air is governed by prana. Then there is Apan, all the execution of waste material from the body and also reproduction. Okay, that is governed by Apan. And then we have Saman. Saman governs everything related to digestion in our body. We'll study digestion, okay, in later classes. And then we have Udan, which is like present in the head region. So it is responsible for production of all the hormones which is present, which is excreted in the head. Like we have hypothalamus gland, we have pituitary gland, we have other things in the medulla oblongata, cerebrum, cerebellum. So all these are governed by Udan. And hypothalamus is a very, very essential gland because it is responsible for excretion, secretion of hormones from other glands. Okay, can you tell me why it is very necessary to wake up in the morning? Like why it is advised to wake up in the morning and then sleep when it is dark? Why can't we do the other thing, sleep during the day and wake up, stay awake during the night? Why it is advised? Why this is not advised? And why waking up early morning is advised?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. So there is a gland, pineal gland in the head. Okay, pineal gland is the gland which is responsible for bringing that rhythm in the body. It works in synchronization with the sun. Okay, when the sun rises, that pineal gland gets activated. It knows that it starts sending hormones like signals to body that you should wake up, you should do the cleansing thing, then you should take a bath, like all those natural process which should be happening. Pituitary gland, pituitary pineal gland has activated those process. So if we wake up early in the morning, do all the activities which is advised, and then sleep when it is dark, so that pineal gland and sun are in synchronization. Okay, if you do the opposite, then pineal gland and the sun are not in synchronization, so that your body will have to is challenged in a way, because two natural things are not in synchronization. So that's why it's always advised that you do your wake up early in the morning, because then the body is functioned that way. It is designed that way that you should work with the sun, and when the sun is set off, you also set off, you can recharge your body. It is essential that you sleep. If you sleep better, you can work better the next day. Yes.
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 Yeah.
And we should focus that through our different practices, different pranayama practices, that all our pranas are what? Are functioning properly. That is the aim of our pranayama practices. Yes.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what else we studied in Ayurveda? Like we studied, I had written here, we had some systems like digestive system, circulatory system, digestive system, nervous system, skeletal system. We studied in modern science. Can you
Respiratory
remember?
system.
Yes. What did you say? Which system?
Respiratory system.
Yes, and circulatory system. We studied that in modern science. What else? What other than pranas we studied in Ayurveda?
We studied the chakras as well as the
Yeah.
koshas.
Yes, we studied chakras and
The koshas,
koshas.
the bodies. Yeah.
Yes. Koshas. And one more thing we studied. Anyone? Something with N?
The nadis.
Nadis.
Yes, nadis. Yes. So how many koshas we studied? What is kosha?
Sorry, how many?
What is kosha?
The different bodies. The physical, the life force, the mental, the wisdom, and the bliss.
Yes, 5 layers.
Look at us now, Taker.
And 7 chakras, we have not studied about that. And how many nadis we studied?
3.
3.
3. Which all?
Ida.
The Ada, the Pingala, and the
Pingala.
Sushumna.
Susumna.
Yes, very good. Sushumna. Which is most essential?
The
Which is
Shusham,
more-
Sushamna.
Susumna.
Yes. Which is hot?
Pingala.
The Pingala.
Yeah. Which is cold?
Ida.
Ida.
Ada.
Ida. Okay. Which is
Ida.
left?
Ida.
Ida.
Ida. Yes. Ida. This is left. And Pingla is?
Right.
Pingala.
And Sushumna is?
Center. Neutral.
Balance.
Center. Yes, central. When both left and right are balanced, they are equally functioning. So I would like you to check your nostrils, which is functioning more. If you can see it like this. Yes, please check your nostrils and tell me which is more dominant. You can even type your answers.
Left.
Mine is balanced today.
Yours is balanced, very good. Yes, balanced. Okay, great. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. So we'll keep our class till here now, and all the best for your practices. And you should keep checking your nostrils, which is more dominant. Like, it will make you aware of your breath and your goal if you are working towards making yourself like Kundalini chakra you want to do. So you should do this. Thank you very much. Is there any doubt in today's class?
No.
Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow so we can discuss about it. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
have
you.
a good day.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.